What is going on, guys? Today we are back with another player review, and that is going to be none other than Flashback Dani Alves, 90 rated, as you can see as he comes out now. Unfortunately, I did see a few people, if you back out of this and then come back into FIFA, you do get the dynamic image, which is actually pretty awesome. So I may try that in the future. I didn't know that was the thing. But getting straight on into this review, again, the cost of him is about, I think, anywhere between, say, 220 to maybe 270 at a really max, depending on how many cards you've got already. Obviously, if you've seen yesterday's video, whack it in the description of me getting him. I used a pretty intense team, so I think the main player I used was my UCL Neuer. Yeah, it was brutal. 86 rated and 85 rated to get him, but putting him in this team, I've got Kembembe next to him. Obviously gets that strong link, so he gets a 10. I've managed to figure it out, and I watched Marshall, I think it is, do a review as well, and he's got the perfect setup with the legends in the middle, and he can basically put anyone in to get 10 chem. I want to do something like that, because when I got Pato and Dani Alves especially, very hard to get them to link. But anyway, getting into the review, as you can see on the screen, 5'8", not the tallest in the world, but he's just the same height as me, so we're big in stature. That's fine. Work rate's high-low. That was probably people's main issue, just in case, because in this game it seems defensive is the way forward, and with a high-low work rates, that's not the greatest, to be honest. I just think, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I think with that work rates, you don't really notice it as much because of, in general, just how insane this card is. He works so fast, and I find that the one thing I did find that actually niggles me is he ran out of stamina very quickly. Not in general like the whole bar, but because he is going up and down quite a lot, it does run out, and I do find myself sometimes with very little stamina on him, especially if they're through on goal or they're running down a wing. I need him at max, so maybe that's something to look into, but it wasn't too much of a problem as we get into some clips. I'm just going to talk over them, obviously. It weren't that much of a problem, as you can see as well. Just quickly, dynamic on the screen. I put a centile on him as well, just because I thought that's probably best. Doesn't need much more pace, as we will get onto him. So he is right-footed. Price, we've already gone through. Pace, 88 acceleration, 91 sprint speed. Nothing wrong with that. He is absolutely rapid. In general, you'll see so many of these clips that he's making them last-minute challenges, them last-minute runs in. I thought that was probably his main attribute for me. His speed was incredible. Going on to, let's go straight on to his defending. I was looking, because I'm looking at the tabs and it says shooting first, but we'll go for defending. 88 interceptions. I thought that was probably his biggest thing. 91 slide tackle. Again, overall defensive, this card is solid. I think the only thing he could work on is possibly his shooting, and that would make him the all-round right back. But as a right back, his defensive, physical side of it, 88 aggression. I put Centile on him just as well to raise that strength up a little bit. Obviously, it's only 62 at the minute, but with 90 jumping and 84 stamina, it's really good. Looking at his dribbling, 89 agility, 92 balance, 84 composure, 89 dribbling, 91 ball control, and 81 reactions. It just speaks for itself, to be honest. I really don't have to say much about this card. I think the main thing I didn't like about him was the fact that he was running everywhere. And it's not a bad thing sometimes, but you'll see in a few of these clips where if you look at his stamina bar, and if you correlate to possibly the time of the game, I didn't really like how low it was. Obviously, as you can see here, he is higher than Salah, but Salah's doing work all the way down it, and Dani Alves is making a few of the runs. Like in this game alone, he probably only made 4 or 5 because I like them to stay back, but that's probably the only thing, and that's me being really picky. Assisting, crossing, even the free kicks, I know that word didn't go in, but I thought it was a nice effort just in general. I was just popping them everywhere. He's got the whole package for me, I think. I really think he is worth doing. I know a lot of people have just said, buy Walker, do this, do that. But for a 90 rated Brazilian who links perfectly with Mbappe, and then could link as well with any Brazilian, so Thiago Silva, you could link with any Brazilians in any other leagues. I just think he's incredible. he's a great card. Overall, I'm pretty happy that I did him. He did cost a bit, and I think that is probably the main factor that people don't want to do, but possibly wait till the very last day of getting him, and it may drop down to 200, depending on everyone else and what they do bring out in the next future. But going on to the final bit of this, I'm going to give him a 9.2. I thought he was very enjoyable to play with. I really had some fun with him. Is just in general, I think he's going to be a good card, and I'm looking to link my team around him just because it's obviously worth a lot of money, so I need to make sure that I do use him as he is untradeable as well. Foot champs ready, I think hell yeah. I've not played any foot champs with him because obviously it's not the weekend yet, but I just got a feeling he's going to be in a lot of foot champs teams this year, going on forward anyway. I know Bateson's put him in his legend team, and I think he's quite happy with him. So I really can see this card popping up quite a lot. Also going through as well, I did forget to mention the 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Not the greatest in the world, but for a right back, I'm not really expecting him to be shooting, popping with his left foot. So I thought that one's just a quick mention there. Overall, yeah, this card's good. I'd recommend you go and get him. If you say don't have a spare 250, I probably wouldn't go get him, just the fact that that's a lot of money to spend on a right back. But if you've already got, say, your attacking sorted out, you've got some player of the months, you've got some informs, I'd say go pick him up, definitely. Get Mbappe, link him with him. I think that's probably the combination I'm going to be looking for. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Comment if you've enjoyed him or are you going to get him. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Peace!